Right. So today I'm going to be discussing the microorganisms shown in this image called diatoms. So diatoms are microscopic algae and they play a critical role in the Earth's ecosystem. So I'll explain what they are and their anatomy and how it functions and where you find them and why they're so important in the environment and some interesting ways that we use them. Okay. So diatoms are single cell algae. They're eukaryotic. They contain chloroplast and use sunlight to make their own food through photosynthesis, like plants. Um, they're considered to be phytoplanktons and they're the most abundant microorganism in the aquatic environment. Even though they're microscopic, they're responsible for producing a large amount of Earth's oxygen, as you see here, the 20 to 25%. Now, one of the most unique features of the diatoms is their glass-like shell called frustals, and it's silica, so it's kind of like glass-like, and there are two different kinds. There are the um, centric, the circular ones, and then there are the I forgot the name. The crystal, the shapes here, and they're called the oh, they have another, but anyway, that is one of the coolest things about it. They're kind of like two halves that fit together like a petri dish. Inside, they have the chloroplast for photosynthesis, and they have a nucleus that controls the cell functions, and cytoplasm where the cellular activity occurs. Now, small pores in the shell allow the nutrients and gases to move around in and out. So each structure in the diatom serves as an important purpose. The frustral, it provides protection from predators and environmental stress, while it still allows the essential materials and nutrients to pass through the microscopic pores. The chloroplasts capture light energy and perform photosynthesis and produces the glucose for the cell and the oxygen as a byproduct. So it functions like a plant. The pores in the frustral, they allow the nutrient uptake and gas exchange, which is crucial for survival. And many diatoms also store oils within their cells. So these oils help regulate the buoyancy, allowing the organism to remain near the surface of the water where the sunlight is available for that photosynthesis. So this combination of protection and nutrient exchange and photosynthesis makes diatoms highly successful in aquatic ecosystems. Diatoms are actually found in nearly every environment where water exists. They inhabit oceans and lakes and rivers, streams and wetlands and ponds. Some float freely in the water as plankton, while others actually attach themselves to rock and plants and sediments. Researchers have also actually found diatoms living in extreme environments like polar ice caps and regions with harsh environmental conditions. Their ability to survive in such a wide range of habitats demonstrates their remarkable, unbelievable adaptability and ecological success. So because they're so widespread, diatoms are actually considered one of the most important groups of microorganisms on Earth. And they actually play a critical role in maintaining a healthy ecosystem. So as a primary producer, they convert sunlight into energy. So that supports the aquatic food web. Small organisms such as zooplankton feed on diatoms, and larger organisms consume those animals, so it creates this interconnected food chain. Diatoms also, they remove a significant amount of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through the photosynthesis. So that helps regulate Earth's climate, and it contributes to a lot to the carbon cycling. So their oxygen production supports both aquatic, water, and land terrestrial life. So without them, then many aquatic systems would just collapse and oxygen levels would be significantly reduced. And they're not only valuable to the ecosystems, but also to humans. The fossilized remains of diatoms accumulate over time, and they form a material called diatomaceous earth. The material, it's widely used in a lot of different ways. We use it in water filtration systems and swimming pool filters, agriculture, pest control. Now, scientists also use them to assess water quality, because different species respond differently to environmental changes and pollution. So in forensic science, though, they can help determine whether drowning occurred by identifying the species present within the tissues. So that's actually interesting about diatoms, that they can determine if you drown by finding those species present within the tissues. Now, an interesting fact about diatoms is that scientists estimate there have been over 100,000 species worldwide. So they're incredibly detailed silica shells. They have inspired research in nanotechnology and biomedical engineering because of how their structure is so complex and amazing. So, in conclusion, truly diatoms are microscopic photosynthetic algae that just play an essential role in just Earth sustaining life. Their unique shell, it provides protection and supports their nutrient exchange and photosynthesis, which in turn helps the whole ecological system. They're found in aquatic environments across the globe, and they are food web stability, and carbon cycling, and they're significant to our environmental success globally. In addition to their ecological importance, diatoms have practical applications in industry, environmental science and forensic investigations. Even though they're microscopic, their impact on our planet is enormous. Thank you for your time and attention. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.